Hey everybody, bonjour! Get ready to say oui to an adventure because we're about to take a whirlwind trip to the most romantic country in the world, France! That's right, get your baguette and berets ready because I've got your ultimate travel guide right here. Now, I've always loved France. Who doesn't love a good croissant, am I right? But seriously, from the Eiffel Tower sparkling in the moonlight to those charming cafes tucked away on cobblestone streets, France just oozes charm. So buckle up, buttercups, because in this video we're covering it all. We'll be exploring the top 5 must-visit places in France. You'll get insider tips on things to do, where to eat the best croissants, because priorities, and how to soak up all that French culture. First up, we're headed to the City of Lights, the one and only Paris. You can't go to France without experiencing the magic of Paris. Picture this, strolling hand in hand with your loved one, or your favorite croissant, I don't judge, under the twinkling Eiffel Tower. How romantic is that? And speaking of iconic, you gotta visit the Louvre Museum, home to the Mona Lisa herself. I hear she's got a pretty mysterious smile. Maybe she just ate a really good crepe? Who knows? While you're there, don't forget to snap a selfie with the glass pyramid outside. It's basically a rule of Paris. Now, when you need a break from all the museums and monuments, take a stroll through the charming streets of Montmartre. It's like stepping into a postcard with its cobblestone alleys, colorful cafes, and street artists. And hey, if you're feeling artistic, why not get your portrait painted? Just tell them Ellen sent you. They might give you a discount, or at least a free baguette. Oh, and speaking of food, you have to try the macarons. Those little colorful bites of heaven are a must-try. And for dinner, how about some escargots? Okay, I know snails might not be everyone's cup of tea, but trust me, they're delicious. Just close your eyes and pretend you're eating a really chewy chicken nugget. I don't know, I tried. But seriously, Paris has something for everyone. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or just looking for a romantic getaway, you'll fall head over heels for this city. Next, we're trading the bustling city for some coastal charm in Arcachon. Get ready for stunning beaches, fresh seafood, and a whole lot of relaxation. Arcachon is like the California of France with its laid-back vibes and beautiful coastline. Now, when I say beaches, I mean it. Arcachon Bay is home to Europe's largest sand dune, the Dune of Pilat. Imagine climbing to the top and feeling the wind in your hair as you take in panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean. It's an experience you won't forget. After all that dune climbing, you've earned yourself a taste of Arcachon's famous oysters. They're considered some of the best in the world, and for good reason. Slurp them down fresh from the ocean, or try them with a squeeze of lemon and a glass of crisp white wine. C'est magnifique. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, why not try some other local delicacies? From grilled sardines to mussels steamed in white wine, Arcachon is a seafood lover's paradise. Just be sure to pack your appetite. But Arcachon isn't just about food and beaches. Take a stroll along the charming waterfront, rent a bike and explore the pine forests, or hop on a boat trip to see the area from the water. With its relaxed atmosphere and stunning scenery, Arcachon is the perfect place to unwind and soak up the French seaside charm. And Chapter 3, Parc National de la Vanoise, where the wild things are, but like in a good way. Okay, nature lovers, this one's for you. Pack your hiking boots and grab your binoculars because we're heading to the French Alps, baby. Parc National de la Vanoise is a hiker's paradise and a feast for the eyes. We're talking majestic mountains, sparkling lakes, lush forests, and meadows bursting with wildflowers. It's enough to make you want to yodel from the highest peak. Please don't actually yodel, though. We don't want to scare the wildlife. Speaking of wildlife, this park is teeming with it. Keep your eyes peeled for ibex perched on rocky cliffs, marmots popping up from their burrows, and maybe even a glimpse of a golden eagle soaring overhead. It's like stepping into a real-life Disney movie, but with less singing, probably. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ellen, I love nature, but I also love comfy beds and indoor plumbing. Don't worry, I got you covered. Parc National de la Vanoise has plenty of charming villages nestled in the valleys, where you can find cozy accommodations, delicious food, and maybe even a little après-hike hot chocolate. So, whether you're an experienced hiker or just starting out, Parc National de la Vanoise has something for everyone. Just remember to pack your camera, your sense of adventure, and maybe an extra pair of socks. You know, just in case you encounter a babbling brook and get the urge to frolic. Chapter 4. The Loire Valley, Chateau, Vineyards, and Fairy Tale Vibes. Alright, let's be honest, who hasn't dreamt of living in a fairy tale castle? Well, in the Loire Valley, those fairy tale dreams become a reality. This region is like stepping back in time with its magnificent chateau, sprawling vineyards, and charming villages. It's basically the setting for every Disney movie ever made. And when I say magnificent chateau, I mean it. We're talking grand estates with towering turrets, elegant gardens, and moats filled with, well, hopefully not crocodiles. You'll feel like royalty as you wander through these historic castles, imagining the kings and queens who once walked these halls. Just try not to lose your glass slipper while you're exploring. Of course, no trip to the Loire Valley would be complete without indulging in its other famous offering wine. This region is renowned for its vineyards, producing some of the finest wines in France. Take a tour, sip on some Sauvignon Blanc or Cabernet Franc, and maybe even bring home a bottle or two, or 10. I won't judge, but the Loire Valley isn't just about castles and wine, although those are pretty great reasons to visit. You can also explore charming villages, bike through picturesque countryside, or even take a hot air balloon ride over the vineyards. Just imagine floating over the rolling hills, sipping champagne, and feeling like you're in a dream. It's the perfect way to experience the magic of the Loire Valley. Chapter 5, Bordeaux, why not? And last but certainly not least, we end our French adventure in the one and only Bordeaux. This region needs no introduction. It's basically synonymous with wine. We're talking world-renowned vineyards, rolling hills carpeted with grapevines as far as the eye can see, and enough wine to make even Bacchus say, "Whoa, slow down there, buddy." Now, I'm not saying you have to be a wine connoisseur to appreciate Bordeaux, even if you're more of a rose all day kind of person. No judgment here. You'll still be blown away by the beauty of this region. Take a stroll through the vineyards, learn about the winemaking process, and maybe even try your hand at blending your own vintage. Who knows, you might just discover your new favorite wine. But Bordeaux isn't just about the grapes. The city itself is a sight to behold, with its grand architecture, charming squares, and vibrant cultural scene. Stroll along the Garonne River, marvel at the Place de la Bourse reflecting in the Miroir d'Eau, and soak up the lively atmosphere of this historic city. And of course, no trip to Bordeaux would be complete without indulging in the local cuisine. From Michelin-starred restaurants to cozy bistros, you'll find no shortage of culinary delights to tantalize your taste buds. Just be sure to save room for dessert. The cannelle, a small pastry flavored with rum and vanilla, is a Bordeaux specialty you won't want to miss. So whether you're a wine enthusiast, a history buff, or simply looking for a beautiful and culturally rich destination, Bordeaux has something to offer everyone. Cheers to that! And there you have it, folks. Your whirlwind tour of the top 5 must-visit places in France. I hope this video has inspired you to pack your bags and say bonjour to this incredible country. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures and tips. And be sure to share your own French favorites in the comments below. I always love hearing about your travel experiences. Until next time, happy travels. Au revoir.